What's going on YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, DigiByte, OMG, Link, and ADA. Those are the 8 that we're going to be looking at today. I wanted to throw in DigiByte as well. I wasn't able to the last time, so for all the people here for DigiByte, I'm going to try to do the best that I can for you today. And what we're going to be looking at are the bulls finally attacking back, or the Bitcoin bulls finally attacking back, and is it going to last? So guys, this is a critical area that we're at right now, but I love to see that the bulls actually are stepping back in because we have some key areas to break up through, and if we can do that, then we can finally start moving. But it's nice to see that the bulls are defending this $9,000 territory. We don't want to start dropping back below that. So that's where we're going to start out here, guys, with Bitcoin on the 1-day time frame. Everything's going to be on the 1-day time frame so we can get a big look at this here. If you get some from this, you like me covering all 8 of these, leave a brother some love down there. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share with your friends. Let's get into this. All right, so what I'm paying a lot of attention to, guys, is the RSI and the stochastic RSI. As you can see, these right here, we've been having lower highs, and now on the stock, we're starting to try to break up through that. And what I'm looking to see is if we can get a trend line break up through that and start trying to make it over top of that 52.08, which was the previous lower high here. It'd be important for us to start making higher highs and higher lows. And what you're also seeing on the RSI, which we're at 50 right now, very neutral, you can see we are running into this blue horizontal line right now. So we're going to see if we're either going to get rejected by that or if this is going to be the trend line break that I've been talking about and waiting for if we are to have an upside move, which is extremely important for us. As we're mapping this out here, guys, if we could close this candle like we have today, this could be a bullish engulfing candle, and it potentially could be enough for us to defend this lower trend line here and continue to go up and try to attack this 50 moving average, which we've been trading below now for over a week, and we need to get back up above that. It's so important that we do and turn that into support so that we can start trying to break up through the top of this symmetrical triangle that we've been looking at. And guys, what we want here, we want this to be continuation here. As we've had this move up, we want this symmetrical triangle to get to be an upside break, and this is just continuation of this trend. We have not verified that yet, though. You still have to be careful because this still could be a distribution or a rounded top or some type of pattern that could start pushing us lower. But what I'm saying is it's nice to see that the bulls are stepping up and we're having the bulls attack the bears back at this moment, because I'm sure there's some bears who are getting nervous that the volume is starting to pick up a little bit here, and there's some signs showing that we may defend the bottom of this symmetrical triangle here. Now, if we get into trading view, you can see that we're back to a buy signal, which is good. Last time we looked at this, we had a 14 sell, we had like a 10 neutral and an 8 buy, I believe it was. And now what you're seeing is a 15 buy, 9 neutral, and a 4 sell, and our moving averages are gaining strength as well. So this is what we want to see in the shorter term into that longer term, us trading up above the moving averages. We're not fully there yet, so we need to pay attention to it, but we need to get back up above that 50 and that 30 EMA in purple here. So still patience if you're waiting for Bitcoin right now. We want to continue to defend this lower trend line, stay in the symmetrical triangle till we potentially can start going up to try to challenge 9,760, then that $10,000. That's what it's going to be. But we got this in our crosshairs right now, and we're going to see if this lower level of $9,000 is going to be defended. But I like to see that the bulls are stepping up right now, guys. So that's Bitcoin. Like, subscribe if you get some from that. We're going to move into Ethereum next. Let me know if you're here for Ethereum. And Ethereum, like we talked about, was ahead of ahead of Bitcoin due to the fact it was still trading up above the 30 moving average, still trading up above this 50 moving average and that 200 out of the trend line break that we had. We're still moving sideways, guys. What we're looking at is to hold $218 as support, overhead resistance. We need to get over top of that $252. That's going to be the key for us, and that's what I'm really going to be looking at here. You can see our stock is starting to move to the upside, relative strength, putting in some higher lows, starting to move to the upside as well. We're at 55 on the RSI. If we take a look here at trading view, we're looking at a 17 buy, a 9 neutral, and a 2 sell. Oscillators, though, are still very neutral. 8 neutral, 2 sell, and a 1 buy there. Moving averages is what's really giving us that buy signal since we're trading back up above them. But what I wanted to point out to you with Ethereum, guys, if we really take a look at the big picture here and we step out, okay? So if Ethereum down the road here can break out of about $324 or so, there is huge potential, guys, for us to run up into even around that $830, this area right up here. If we really can smash that area hard, there's not a lot of overhead resistance due to how far that we ended up falling. Okay, and that's what I'm looking at for Ethereum, because there's some openings. If we can get up over top of even say 252, there might be a nice little run in it up to about $300 there, and that could be a nice little trade. So I like to trade those big gaps where we're not looking at overhead resistance staring us in the face. You never want to take a position when you have very staunch overhead resistance right up above you. That's just a little trader's tip for you guys. The next one, we're going to get into Litecoin. Let's take a look at this. Litecoin is sitting at $43.64 right now. And with us sitting at that, guys, see the problem with Litecoin, though, which we need today, if we could close up above this 30 and this 50, we want to start trading up above them as opposed to being pressed down by those, okay? Like we've talked about, the raging river and the moving averages are going to show you. When you're in an uptrend, they're going to be moving up. When you're in a downtrend, they're going to be moving down. And right now, we've really just been moving sideways. But I do like to see that we're up 5% now, and the Litecoin bulls are trying to step into this area. Our RSI is at 53 right now. It is gaining strength, moving to the upside. And we did have a stock cross down here, and we have been moving to the upside. Stock is at 73 and 53. So if we take a little look at Litecoin here, this is the first time in quite a while we've been throwing a buy signal. We've been throwing sell signals for so long here. We have a 13 buy, 9 neutral, and a 6 sell right there. But for Litecoin, what we need to get up over top is this 50 moving average, turn that into support, and then try to get over that 200, which is going to be around $50 psychologically. That's going to be the big number that we need to get over top of. And then in terms of support, we need to hold about $40.83 is going to be the key. So that's Litecoin, guys. You want me to keep covering that? Let me know that you're here for Litecoin down low, and we'll move into DigiByte next. I know a lot of people really love DigiByte and want me to keep doing this. So if you're one of those people, let me know down low, guys, so I can continue to do this for you. So let's go to DGB. We'll use Bittrex. Seems to have the best one. Guys, overall, with DigiByte here, what we need to pay attention to is we're still in this symmetrical triangle here. We've had several touches at the top, several touches at the bottom, lower highs at the top, higher lows at the bottom. We are just waiting to see which direction we're going to break out, because symmetrical triangles are those neutral patterns. RSI is still very neutral at 56 right now. We did have a downside stock cross right here, so that could be a little bit of a warning sign to you. Stocks at 50 and 57. Now, if we already get an upside break, the main area I'm going to want to get up above is 0.02448 is going to be the overhead resistance we need to get up through, and that's going to need to be accompanied by volume. To the downside, we would not want to lose roughly 0.01401. If we take a look at our trading view, just always see how we're aligning here. Guys, we're having a strong buy is what it's saying in terms of the overall summary. 18 buy, 9 neutral, 1 sell. Oscillators, 8 neutral, 2 buy, 1 sell. So that's running a lot more neutral, as you can see by the oscillators here. What's really giving us the boost is the moving average. That's that we're up above, because we're still up above our 30, our 50, 100, and our 200 there. But this is still a time with DigiByte in symmetrical triangles. You want to be patient until you have that daily candle close outside the top here, and you're sure that Ethereum and Bitcoin are going to continuously be moving to the upside here. We don't want one of these just fake pump breakouts, then all of a sudden we start moving to the downside. You'll see that. You'll pop out the top, and then sometimes you can fall right through. So always be careful with symmetrical triangles, with them being neutral patterns. Okay, so that's DigiByte, guys. The next one we're going to go into is OmiseGo, but it's nice to see the market picking up a little bit of steam here. There's some interest. There's some buying interest that's taking place, and that's what we want to see here. So the next one's going to be OmiseGo. Now, when I'm looking at Omise, we're going to continue to pay attention to Ethereum. But what I do like about OmiseGo here, guys, if you see, this is a really long hammer candle here. Take a look at this wick. Extremely long, probably 3 to 4 times the length of body, even more. But what you can see is it's through this support. This was previous resistance here around $1.37. We have now found support, and that hammer's coming off that. So what's important now for OmiseGo is to get back up above this 50 so we can start attacking $1.89. But typically when you do have one of these long hammer candles like we had here, that can be the bottom, and then you start moving up from here. Okay, we want a long hammer candle on heavier volume, which we didn't get a ton of volume here. Okay, so that's one thing that's suspect about it. But you can see our RSI is making higher lows, and we're trying to move to the upside. It's at 53 right now, still run neutral, with our stock making a cross to the upside. Okay, OmiseGo is one position along with Zcash that I have been in. I've still been sitting in those positions, patiently waiting. Okay, but we're still up above the 200, trying to get back up above that 50, and then that 30. If we take a look at TradingView here, We have a 17 buy, 9 neutral, 2 sell. Oscillators are running very neutral here. 8 neutral, 2 buy, 1 sell. Moving averages are looking like a strong buy there. So OmiseGo looking good as long as Ethereum can continue its move to the upside, and we can continue to hold this $1.37 is what we'll call it as support, which was previous resistance, guys. So that's OmiseGo. You want me to keep covering that one? Let me know down low, and we'll move into Link next. So with Link, we're at $4.84, and the tough thing, guys, that we've been dealing with Link is this overhead resistance that we've hit quite a few times. We hit it back over here, hit it here, hit it here, hit it here. We're still up above our 30, our 50, and our 200 moving average, so that's great. But we need to get up over top of this $4.88. We're sitting at $4.84 right now. We're up 1.92%. But if we can start having daily candle closes up above that, guys, the sky could be the limit. It would be what is essentially called a blue sky breakout, and we'll see where traders end up pushing that price. That's where things get extreme, when you don't really have a lot of overhead resistance staring you in the face. In terms of the RSI, we're at 61. The stock is running neutral, 47 and 47. So I think a lot of people are waiting right now just to see what we do with this overhead resistance, to see if we're rejected by it and we start moving to the downside, or if we can finally pop up through that, which is going to be important. So overhead resistance, we're looking at $4.88 in terms of support. We want to hold that 50 moving average, $4.29, and be down there around that 200 moving average for support at $3.35 if we do get a dump to the downside here. But this is one that has been looking strong, trading up above the moving averages here, guys. Just patiently wait and see if we can get up above $4.88. So that's Link. You want me to keep doing Link, guys? Really let me know down low. I want to figure out, even like the top 5 or so. 8's a lot to do, but really the top 5, top 6 that you all want me to do. Put it down low, and we'll try to do the best that we can. So that's Link, and then we're going to move into ADA. And this is going to be Cardano. Okay, guys, so with Cardano now, we got to be a little bit more careful because we have ran into this overhead resistance here at 10 cents. We hit it back here. We've hit it here. We ran into it here. That's going to be that 10 cents, which is overhead resistance, but also those psychological round numbers like 10 cents can also act as support as well. So if we can't get over top of this 0.101477, what I would look down to is roughly around that 0.089519 to see if we can find support there. If we do not hold that, it'd be down around that 0.071528. But you can see we are still holding this yellow trend line right now. We're just going to have to see if we get more legs continuously pushing us to the upside. RSI is at 68, so we're starting to get in that overextended territory. But remember, in cryptocurrency, a lot of the times you'll get up into the 80s or 90s, okay? And then our stock is at 86 and 85 as well. So it's looking like Cardano may need to cool down a little bit, but it's just going to depend. If Bitcoin starts ripping hard, it doesn't matter what these indicators say. All these most likely are going to be taking off, and that's just the name of the game, guys. So, that's what I want to bring to you today. If you get some from this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless you all. Appreciate you being here with me today. Take care, my friends. See if we can keep this moving.